Hey folks, today is Friday, August 16th, 2024. As usual, my name is Jake Baldino, here to talk about all the video game news that has been going on this week. A lot of stuff, a lot of new game announcements, and some good news. First things first, I'm going to be at Gamescom next week, the game convention in Germany. It's like the biggest game convention ever. It's my first time. I'm really excited. I'm going to be doing my podcast live on Thursday. That's going to be on screen here, but I'll be around, so if you see me, say hi. But with that out of the way, the talky YouTuber stuff, let's just jump into the news. The first thing is a new game announcement from a new studio in Germany. It's called Neo Berlin 2087. This is a cyberpunk themed action shooter adventure that looks very ambitious. At first glance, this game looks absolutely shocking. The visuals, the facial details of the characters, the lights, the lighting, the move sets, everything here seems really cool. It seems like a dream come true. However, looking at YouTube comments, it does seem like there is a general sentiment of some suspicion here. This is an early look at this game, and some people are saying it looks a little soulless. It looks a little quote-unquote synthetic, not real. Having said that, some of the gameplay here, like there is what looks like real actual gameplay footage, some first-person, third-person shooting and kills and stuff like that. So I don't think it's worth ringing alarm bells over yet. I checked out the studio's website. They're still hiring, so a lot of times they put out these more conceptual trailers as kind of a bid to get more talent. There is some interesting ideas here, some cool stuff I want to see in a game. So it's early. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They did get Elias Tefexis, the voice of Adam Jensen, which is a little on the nose here. I mean, this is kind of like we have Deus Ex or we have Cyberpunk at home, but despite this seeming a little stiff, a little stilted, I'd say I'm just going to wait and see what comes of it. Next up, a few weeks ago, we did talk about the Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl delay. We were going to see that in December, and it has been delayed one more time to November 20th, 2024. And with that, now the developers, like they said they did, they dropped a big gameplay deep dive. So you could see a lot of what this game is cooking. We've got like 30 minutes or so of gameplay to dive through. So if you want to check that out, I will link it in the description down below. I still think it looks really cool. I think some people are just expecting like a polished premium AAA first-person shooter. It doesn't seem like it's going to be that. It seems like it's going to be a little bit more old school PC like the original ones, but we'll judge it, of course, when we fully get our hands on the game. Still, there's a lot of gameplay there. Like I said, it's linked in the description down below, as well as everything else I talk about this week. All the news and stuff is down there. But check this out. This is essentially Oblivion Remastered or remade. We've talked about this in the past, but not for a while. This is Skyblivion. People are remaking Oblivion in Skyrim's engine, making it a little bit better looking, more playable, and they've released their newest update. They're still pushing for a 2025 release date, but this video, this pretty lengthy deep dive, shows how the quests and stuff work. Like, everything is pretty much intact here. The voice acting, the way you get quests, everything like that. It's a mission in Coral, one of my favorite little video game fantasy towns. So it's really been cool to see them go around here and, you know, go through the Mages Guild and stuff like that, take on a mission. I'm into this. They're actually still looking for volunteers. So if you have any game development experience or anything like that, definitely check out their website. I will definitely recommend that. But I'm excited to get my hands on this one, especially after Fallout London just being so awesome. Man, fans out there and talented and intelligent fans and modders are just crushing it. Also, I'm sorry it wouldn't be a week without a game delay, but Kingdom Come Deliverance has been delayed to 2025. When they announced that it was coming holiday 2024-ish, I thought that was like too good to be true. I was like, whoa, out of nowhere, this game is here and it's coming out this year? Well, now it's pushed a little bit. It's coming February 11th, 2025. Definitely excited to check this one out for sure. I think we're going to be able to see some of it at Gamescom, so we'll report back, but yeah. Also, don't miss that reviews have dropped for the pretty hyped Black Myth Wukong. My video should be out at the time this video goes up. I did the before you buy, and I like the game a lot. It's got some technical issues. It's got some flaws. If you're looking to play on console, I haven't seen the console version yet, so just, you know, be aware, be cautious. But it's a cool, fun action adventure. It's not a Souls-like a lot of people are expecting. It's still very challenging, but it's its own thing, and it's creative, and it's different, and I enjoy playing it. Of course, if you want to check out the whole video, my whole thoughts, that'll be linked in the description down below. Next up, before we move on, this episode is brought to you by our longtime sponsor, NordVPN. Now, if you're new around here, all you need to know is that NordVPN is the #1 thing we install on all of our machines here at gameranx, my personal computer, my phone, for online security. With NordVPN, you just switch it on. It's that simple. And then you're protected. And all of your data stays safe behind a wall of next-generation encryption. But by this point, you might know about all the security features with a VPN, but you can also have some fun with it. Because NordVPN allows you to essentially change your location, you can potentially get access to more content. A streaming service you may be subscribed to only has content for your region. Change your region and you can potentially get access to more stuff to watch. There's so many advantages to use a VPN. We don't have time for all of it here, but whatever you end up using NordVPN for, it's super easy to set up and it's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. So you should give it a try. Right now, the best deal on the internet is available through us. Click the link in the description down below or head to nordvpn.com/gameranx. Every purchase of a 2-year NordVPN plan will get an exclusive discount plus 4 additional bonus months for free. So once again, that is nordvpn.com/gameranx. Get yourself a huge discount plus an additional 4 months free by clicking that. And big thanks to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. We do have some new game announcements and stuff I did want to highlight. First of all, some new VR titles were announced. Can't talk about them all here, but I will link some trailers and I will also link MetaQuest's channel. There is some stuff to cook on here if you're into VR, but also don't miss Barkour. This was announced by a smaller studio. It's going to be kind of like a stealth action hybrid where you play as a dog in a sci-fi world and this dog can do parkour. That's the elevator pitch, and you know, they got me. Also, this trailer is a lot of cinematics. There's a little bit of gameplay here. It's an Unreal Engine 5 squad-based multiplayer shooter in a sci-fi cyberpunk universe. It's called Defunct. And this seems like this could be pretty gritty and pretty cool. Also, if you like 2 Point Hospital, their newest game was announced. It's 2 Point Museums. You can run a museum, same charm, same style, stuff like that. As of right now, it's just slated for coming soon. No release date yet. Also, Elder Scrolls Castles. I'm only talking about this mobile game because it's got a good hook. I liked Fallout Shelter, the little mobile game. This is essentially the Elder Scrolls Fallout Shelter, where you're building castles. There's a little bit more to it. You're customizing and building out these castles, and it seems like it could be kind of cool. I know it's a mobile game and they get flack, but I've liked the way Bethesda has kind of thought about some of theirs. They have some hits, they have some misses, but like I said, I liked Fallout Shelter. I'll admit it. So if this is that, I'm in. As of right now, they have a pre-register link if you're curious. Hunt Showdown 1896 is out. Like, this is like the big update for Hunt Showdown. If you're looking to jump back in, there's more stuff, a lot of revamps. I've seen some people that have enjoyed it, but also if you just go on Steam reviews, it seems like everybody there hates it due to some technical issues and UI and stuff like that. So maybe wait or just do some research first. But also, check this out. Plucky Squire finally has a release date. It's coming September 17th. This is a Devolver Digital published game. It's a really ambitious concept with a character played on a 2D plane that can jump out to 3D. We've seen things kind of like this before, but I think the way they're doing it here, they're just really gonna nail it. I have my fingers crossed. The developers behind this are industry veterans. I think they've got their head in the right place. So I'm looking forward to this releasing, like I said, September 17th. It's coming to all the major platforms, and it seems like it's gonna be on PlayStation Plus as well. Also, the games just keep coming. Replaced has been delayed to 2025, unfortunately. But we got some big major new gameplay from IGN, a bunch you can check out. I saw a lot of this gameplay at Summer Game Fest. It does seem like an awesome game. It seems like exactly like what you're hoping for if you've seen the trailers. But now you have a bunch of juicy gameplay to look at to maybe hold you over this delay. Also, Dragon Age The Veilguard news. We finally now officially have a release date. It's October 31st, 2024. How dare they? How dare they choose Halloween? I'm kidding. As a Halloween enthusiast, I'm a little pissed. But hey, what are you gonna do? People have been waiting for this one for a long time, and I think there's a lot of weight on this one, man. This is like BioWare's next big thing. BioWare's had a couple of misses, and they're owned by a company that seemingly doesn't have a lot of patience. So I really, really hope they nail it with this one. They've been working on this thing forever. It feels like it's been like 10 years since anything Dragon Age. So, right? Has it been 10 years? Am I going crazy? When was Dragon Age Inquisition? Dragon Age Inquisition was 2014. Yeah, wow. All right, so BioWare is returning, Dragon Age is returning, and I really, really hope they nail this. Also, a dead game studio has been saved. You know how Xbox shut down a bunch of studios? It sucked, it was terrible, it was just lame. They shut down a lot of studios that were making cool games or had made cool games in the past, and one of those was Tango Gameworks, the developers behind Evil Within and Ghostwire Tokyo and most recently HiFi Rush. It felt so silly that, you know, Microsoft has bought and acquired all these companies and then so soon they just lay off a bunch of people and close studios. But whatever, it does seem like Tango Gameworks has been saved. It's been officially announced that Crafted, the publisher behind things like PUBG, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and cooler stuff like Subnautica, have actually acquired Tango Gameworks and the IP rights to HiFi Rush. With this, they announced that they plan to get the studio back up and running with everybody. The creative director is once again on board, and they are going to continue making HiFi Rush stuff and other projects. So that's a win. I think that's a W for once. It's been so much gloom and doom and bad news in the gaming industry. I'm just curious to see if the soul is retained. Like I said, a lot of the people are still coming back on board, but different publisher, different mandates. I don't know. We're hoping for the best. We wish them the best. I thought HiFi Rush was an awesome game. So for that to potentially live on, I'm glad. That's it for the news this week. I think I'm going to go see the Borderlands movie this weekend. I wasn't able to catch it last weekend, but I'm going to try and see it this weekend. Why not see Alien Romulus as a big Alien and sci-fi fan? Why see Borderlands instead? Do you hate yourself, Jake? I don't know. Listen, dude, I want to see what all the hype or whatever is about. So let me know if you saw Borderlands. I'd love to hear your review. But let me know what you think about all the news from this week. That game, Neo Berlin 2087. Are you skeptical, or do you think it looks cool? What's the big deal? Did you watch the Stalker gameplay deep dive? What do you think about what we've seen there? Also, are you reading Black Myth Wukong reviews and videos and stuff? Are you pissed? Are you happy? Seems like it's getting a good response. And of all the game announcements I talked about this week, 2 Point Museum, Elder Scrolls Castle, smaller games, but which one excites you the most? Let us know. Let's talk about anything, this gaming news this week at all. There's always going to be a pinned comment as well. So in that pinned comment, go in the reply thread and let us know what games you're currently playing. It helps for our research for videos and stuff like that. But thank you for coming around here. You know, clicking the like button does help us out. We'll be in the comments as much as possible, but if you ever want to yell at me directly, find me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Just look up Jake Baldino. I do a Wednesday show on that channel. So if you want a Wednesday show and a Friday show, we got you covered here. But thank you guys for watching. All I ask is you have a great weekend. Be safe. Pizza's on me.